This is a college football playoff quarterfinal at the Fiesta Bowl. It's the North Dakota State Bison against the Tennessee Volunteers. Team out there, we're ready to rumble for this college football playoff game. Return begins inside the 10. And he stopped at the 20, trying to make something happen. That's good coverage there. This offense comes in with a lot of confidence, one of the highest scoring teams in the regular season. But now, on a bigger stage, Joel, a real premium on execution. What is this defense going to do to slow them down?
Chris, they're going to have to change up the look. If you sit there and don't disguise the coverage, this guy will just pick you apart. He's done it all year long. Their run game is solid. They are so good offensively. You've got to change up the looks. You've got to be aggressive. And ultimately, you got to be lucky. The ball has to find your hands at least once, maybe twice today.
Give it to the back again. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain. Important moment early in this playoff game. Opening drive, they face third down. Try and muscle for the first down. He's going to lose ground on the run, and now it brings up fourth down. Special teams on the field now. Here comes a punt. They'll kick it away here. And here's the return. Good coverage there. Zero gain on the return. So Tennessee's offense comes out for their first possession today. And the main plot line, can they get this running game going? So effective all season. They always say the key is we got to run the ball. The opponents always tell us, well, we got to stop the run. Who can win that test of wills?
Well, Chris, so far no one's been able to slow down this run game, and I think they're going to have to commit a lot of resources to stopping this running back, stopping this run game. This O-line has been dominant this year, and the more resources you commit to the line of scrimmage, that's when you've got to be a little bit wary of that ball over the top and play action. So a lot of things going on, in particular early here. This is really basic stuff from this offense, but I got to tell you, it's hard to defend, in particular when you've got a wide receiver that has a good feel for the middle of the field. And this slot wide receiver, you can see as he works up vertically, and then he breaks across, just an easy in route, and now it's about the timing of the quarterback, and he puts the ball right on time for an easy completion and a first down. Chris, you know I love these type of throws from quarterbacks. They stand in there with great courage. He knows he's about to get hit, and yet, look at the throw. He's able to get a nice big gain. These are the types of plays that really allow you to be a great leader for your teammates because they look at you and they know you're willing to do whatever it takes.
Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. Goes to his right side there for the completion. They make the tackle, but not before a solid gain on that pass. Tight end goes in motion before the snap. Takes off in a bootleg. Looking for the wideout. Makes the catch and gets his foot down. What a play. Good for a first down. The Volunteers looking to run some tempo here. First down. Looking to throw the football. Grabbed by the receiver. Tackled at the 6-yard line after the completion. Offense really threatening now. After the completion, they'll stop to check out an injured player on the field. It's their senior wide receiver. See if Holly can get a status report soon. So here comes second down now. Every play important down here in the red zone. Receiver in motion now. From the shotgun, handoff inside. Touchdown, Vols, as they claim the lead here in this playoff game. What a tremendous opening statement for this offense to get the first points on the board, to execute like that, a long drive in this pressurized playoff game.
That's exactly right, Chris, and I've already talked about establishing early momentum and how critical it is in these big games, in these huge environments, and they were able to do that right off the rip. What a great drive and a great series for them. Terrific play calling. I thought the rhythm was solid, line of scrimmage played well, and here they are with an early score.
And the PAT is good. Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. And he'll bring it out from inside the 10. And he stopped at the 20, trying to make something happen, but that's good coverage there. The North Dakota State offense takes the field, ready to get the drive going. From the shotgun now, here's a handoff inside. The defense all over it. They stop it right at the line. In a big picture sense, this offense representing not just their school or even their conference, but really all group of 6 conferences who have been told, well, you're on the fringe of the sport. For them to beat a power conference team today would be huge.
Chris, you're exactly right. And yet, as a team, and more specifically as an offense, the only thing that you have total control over is your own effort level and the detail with which you play. In order to have the upset and complete the upset here today, you just have to execute. You can't be thinking about conference this and conference that. It's just football. 53.5 by 100. Go after it.
He cannot escape. It's a sack.
Well, Chris, this is why first and second down are so important. When you're behind the chains on third down, it is advantage defense, and they do take advantage. Good pressure. Quarterback's got nowhere to go with the football, and they're able to get the sack and get off the field.
And Tennessee's offense back out on the field now. Let's see if they can keep that passing game going. The last possession, very efficient, precise. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. That one falls incomplete. Good defensive play. Brings up second down.
This is one of the advantages of playing zone defense is that the eyes of the defender are all over the quarterback. So even though it looks like a completion, he's able to break on the football and create contact to knock it loose.
That's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact. No flag. Brings up third down.
We normally see this guy make this play, and as a big tight end, you've got to play through contact. You've got to expect that you're going to get contacted right when that ball arrives, and it looked like he was almost surprised. He's got to make that catch.
Finds a man to the left. Big catch downfield. The stop made at the 45, but enough for a first down. Well, no surprise on third down. They go to one of the reliable targets, one of the guys he really trusts, a veteran in this situation.
Chris, that's the exact word. On third down as a quarterback, you go to the guys that you trust, and clearly they've established that over their years here. All those off seasons, all those practices, they're paying off here in a big moment on third down.
Man is going to be taken down there, but there is a flag on the field. Solid gain on the play there, wiped out by the penalty flag. A costly holding penalty makes it 1st and 20. On the ground, it's Baker. That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
Well, we knew they would start out with the run game. This running back has had over 1,500 yards. It's why he was a candidate for the Doak Walker Award. I love his speed and his vision. He's got to get established early if they want to have offensive success today.
Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. He's got space. Tackle finally made. That's a very solid gain, but not close to first down yardage yet. Play fake, looking to throw. Short pass finds the tight end. And they get the third down conversion. Football moves now to the 45.
Well, this is the advantage of a good quality big tight end is that he can basically just post up the defense on a third down and you create a first down for your offense. This is the type of mismatch that I think they should exploit the rest of the day.
They finally stop him. It's a huge gain down to the 23. And looking to throw now on first down. The pass is incomplete. Unclear who the intended receiver was that time. Second down and 10 after the incompletion from the 23. Finds an open target on the left side. Solid gain there. Sets up a first and goal at the 7. And the Vols will come to the line to crank up the tempo. Quarterback still with the football. And he's swarmed quickly. They're all over the QB run there. Coming up, 2nd down and goal. Receiver makes the catch. Brought down, but the completion moves the ball down to the 4.
Man, my favorite thing about corners is when they're aggressive and they tackle well. This is just an easy hitch on the outside. It's man coverage, and so this corner is on an island. If he doesn't make this tackle, it's going to be a big gain, and he steps up and does it beautifully. This guy is always willing to stick his nose in there for the tackle.
3rd and goal. Looking to throw the ball. Grab behind the line. It's Baker.
This defense is flying around. The completion behind the line of scrimmage, and there they are. They are ready for it. Making the tackle in space. Now it's 4th down. They're doing a great job.
And it's good right down the middle. And they add to their lead.
It's a nice job capping off that drive with points, and that kick was beautiful. Right down the middle. Some serious confidence for this kicker going forward.
Come away with 3 points on the drive, and now the kickoff team will boot it away. He'll return it from inside the 10-yard line. And he'll be tackled after a solid effort on that return. The North Dakota State offense takes the field, ready to get the drive going. Keeping it on the ground here. And tackled after a small pickup there. 2nd down after that run on the previous play. Looking downfield, it's Williams. Moves out of the pocket. Extending the play. Open field ahead. Scoots out of bounds after a nice pickup on that running play.
They have to keep this quarterback in the pocket. You can see the electric ability he has once he's able to break contain and get in the open field. He is electric. The speed, the athleticism, it is all there. So this rush has got to do a better job of keeping him inside of the pocket. Force him to throw it from the spot versus allowing him to get outside.
The gain is 4, so it's 2nd and 6. Hands it off from the gun. And they finally stop it, but a decent gain that time. 3rd down play, looking for a fresh set of downs. Can they pick up the first on the ground? Brought down, but it's past the line to gain.
Well, Chris, if you want to win in the playoffs, you've got to be a good 3rd down team. And here early in this game, they're able to get into 3rd and short and convert and move the chains. This is something to watch the rest of the game. Can they have 1st and 2nd down success and put them in position for an easy conversion?
And uses his speed to pick up solid yardage. Completion good for 1st down yardage for this offense. He'll hand it off. It's a 2-yard gain. 2nd and 8 coming up. And the back now goes in motion. Looking to pass here on 2nd down. Quick throw. Catch made on the out route. They'll bring him down, but the gain moves the ball to the 9-yard line.
Yeah, I love the timing here of this out route. Chris, this ball's got to be thrown before the wide receiver breaks. The quarterback understands that, and that's what he sees. It's also imperative that he knows that he's got off coverage from that corner. That corner needs to have what's called deep responsibility. If he does, it's considered free access, and all you need to do is throw that ball on time, which he does for the completion.
So now on comes the field goal unit. And he's got it, no problem.
Well, that's a confidence boost for this team. It's a good quality drive, and you end it in points. I know they would have rather been in the end zone, but again, getting points on the board in this situation, that's solid for them.
So after coming away with 3 in that drive, the kickoff team is out. He's going to bring it out of the end zone from a couple yards deep. Tackled at the 14. Not very good field position to start here. And the Volunteers' high-tempo offense is back out on the field. They love to produce some points and build this lead, but also work on the clock here. On first down, it's play action. It's a short completion to the tight end. Brought down at the 33. That's good enough to move the sticks. And the Volunteers looking to crank up the tempo a bit.
Chris, that's exactly where they wanted to go with this ball. You can tell by this play fake. You get some play-action pass, and there is conflict on the defense and more specifically on the defenders responsible for the tight end. He's your primary target, and they're able to get the ball to him for a nice big gain. Beautiful play call, great execution by the quarterback, tight end, running back, everybody involved.
So after the incompletion, it's second down. Off play action. Lets it go quickly. Tried to go very deep there. Good effort. And now it's third down.
The quickest way to impact the passing game is to impact the timing of the passing game. And that's why this defensive staff talked to us about getting to the quarterback. And even if you're not hitting him, even if you're not sacking him, make him feel that pressure. And here he's clearly hurried, and that leads to the incompletion.
He lets it go on the move, looking deep. That one falls incomplete. They tried to press it deep, but now it brings up fourth down. The Vols will line up to kick it away. And the offense will have to punt for the first time this afternoon. And that one will bounce into the end zone for a touchback. Here's the first play of the drive now from the 20-yard line. Takes the ball, tries the right side here. Offense getting set. Second down play here. Looking to throw. It's Williams. Running back grabs it on a screen. Look out, he's got space ahead. They tackle him at the 38. Solid gain. Nice play there. The drive stays alive with that completion for a first down. They'll hand it off. After the run, there's a man down, injured on the field. A sophomore defensive end. Second down play coming up for this offense. Drops back from the shotgun, looking for an open man. Here's a throw underneath to the tight end. They stop him at the 49, but that'll be a first down. Offense coming to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before we reach the end of the quarter. It's Tennessee on top as we take a break for the quarter. We've reached the end of one in this quest to move one step closer to a national championship. Let's check out the stats so far. We expect the teams have worked through some of the nerves of this playoff game as we begin the second quarter. Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a first down play. They're going to run it. Picks up the first, looking for more. They bring him down, but a big chunk of yardage on the play. An explosive play for a guy who's had such a solid season, Joe. And this is why you go to the portal to get a stud running back. A must-win game, and you can lean on him here.
This has been such a win-win out of the portal. Obviously, you're getting great run game as a team, but for this player, an opportunity to really...
Got an opening here. Really solid first down gain. He's just short of the marker, so maybe a chance here to take a downfield shot. Now the offense has reached the red zone. An inside give now from the shotgun. Stop for no gain again. Third down coming up.
As the field condenses in the red zone, it becomes so difficult to run the football, and I think it becomes even more difficult to do it out of the shotgun. Because remember, you need space, you need to put the defense in conflict, and if you're not able to do that, then you need extra blockers. You need the tight end, you need the fullback, and you need to get downhill. You can't really do that out of the shotgun.
They bring him down, but the gain sets up the offense first and goal from the 10. This offense has gotten going at long last. It's another 1st and 10. To the air, it's Williams. Physical defending, that one falls incomplete, brings up 2nd down.
I don't mind the throw there on 1st down, but now you really need some positive yards. You're down here, you've got goal-to-go situation. You don't want to be in 3rd and long where it's an obvious passing situation. You've got to get this ball down inside the 5, maybe even inside the 3, in order to really give yourselves 2 snaps to go for it. It's a nice run setting up 3rd down here, and as an offensive play caller, you got to understand, are you willing to go for it on 4th down? I think they should be willing to go for it on 4th down. Even if they don't get it, the opposing offense would have to go 90-plus yards to score.
Oh, they've got him for a sack on 3rd down.
Well, this offense better figure out this protection because you cannot allow pressure to come right up the middle of the field, right into the face of the quarterback. I think they need to full slide. This running back is not doing a great job identifying the linebackers, and here are the Mike linebackers right in the lap of the quarterback right away. It's a nice job capping off that drive with points, and that kick was beautiful. Right down the middle. Some serious confidence for this kicker going forward.
So after the field goal, the kicker out there again to boot it away. And it's fielded. Returner trying to make something happen. And the coverage team pins him in and brings him down. And Tennessee's high-powered offense is back out on the field. They're trying to build on their lead. They were forced to punt on the last possession. Looking for a gap. It's Baker. The ball's come to the line to run the hurry-up. They look to throw it here on 2nd down. That's reeled in. It's Baker. They bring him down quickly. A short pitch and catch to get a little bit closer to the marker. They'll try to move the chains here on the ground. And he's got the first, but hold on. There's a penalty marker on the field. We got to check that out. That's a dangerous play. You've got to protect the player's head and neck area. Offense on the move now as that penalty gives them a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw it on 1st down. Trying to create here on the move. Incomplete. Tried to find the receiver there. Just missed him.
This group is just not on the same page right now. The timing, something about this offense seems off, and clearly the quarterback is feeling that.
They'll run the option. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
Chris, this was the plan for this defense. When we talked with this coaching staff, they said, we need to contact this quarterback. He needs to feel us. And that's what they're doing here in the 1st half. If you're on the other side, you got to tell your quarterback to get down or get out of bounds. There's no reason to take these hits in the 1st half.
Brought down short of the marker. That's going to set up a 4th and 2. The Volunteers will send the punt team onto the field. And he'll kick it away now for the 2nd time. Kick is away. Excellent directional punting headed toward the sideline. When the punt heads out of bounds, excellent work. They'll spot this down near the 5-yard line. The North Dakota State offense takes the field, ready to get the drive going. Trying to find some room. It's Cross. Look out, he's breaking free. That run moves the ball to the 13-yard line. Here's the second down play. He keeps it on the design run. Tackle made, but it moves the ball to the 25 as they try to get this drive going.
This is exactly what this defense was so concerned about. In our meetings with this defensive coordinator, he talked about the fact that they've got so many weapons to defend. Guys on the outside, guys in the backfield. But then the real key is at the quarterback. He can become a threat as a runner. And here on the designed run, it's an explosive play for this offense. Just so many threats to try to defend.
And it's incomplete. The defender arrived the same time as the football. And now it's second down. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Tackle made at the 37. That's a solid gain.
Chris, you're supposed to build a defense front to back and inside out. None of that happens here. This offense hits them right down the middle. That is way too easy. They're going to have to change this scheme immediately. Call something different on defense right now.
Tackle is made. That's a short gain, well short of the marker. They get just 2 yards on the pass play. Now it's second down and 8 coming up. There's the handoff. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain. So now it's third and short from the 43. Can they keep the drive going or perhaps face a tough fourth down decision? Dropping back, it's Williams. Can't hold on. Good defensive play. Brings up a fourth down. Punt team ready to boot it away. And it's a solid punt headed toward the sideline. And he punts it out of bounds, so no return. And the Volunteers' powerful offense back out in the field. Forced to punt last time. Trying to add points, build the lead right here. Handoff here from the shotgun. The Volunteers come to the line in the hurry-up. Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. Missed his receiver. It's incomplete.
Chris, I think he's a bit rattled here. Sometimes you see the mechanics falter, and in particular footwork, and you can tell that the game is moving too fast for the quarterback, and that's what I'm seeing right now. He's not stepping through his drop. He throws this off his back foot, and it's totally inaccurate.
Solid game. They'll spot him out at the 35. And the Vols will have first and 10 here.
And there's that connection that we've been expecting to see. That's something on film that really showed up, is this timing of the quarterback and wide receiver. And they haven't really established it yet today until here on third down. That's a good job. Maybe it gets them going here a little bit for the future.
Offense in hurry-up mode. Off the RPO, caught to the right. He'll be taken down, but a penalty flag on the field. Offense will have to overcome the holding penalty now. Rough start to the series there. Offensive holding backs him up. It'll be second down and long. Quick throw caught on the left side. Ball carrier wrapped up and brought down. The offense now looking at a third and short from their own 40, trying to keep this drive going. Out of the gun now on third down. Quick throw to the left. He makes the grab. That's enough to move the sticks and give him a first down at the 41. And the Volunteers pick up enough yardage to move the sticks.
Well, this is why first and second down success is so critical. You give yourself a third and short, and now you can throw it or run it. And a lot of us thought they were going to run it here, but you can still put this ball in the air, and the quarterback is able to get a nice completion, and they're able to move the chains. I love how this defense is flying upfield. Look at them disrupt the timing of this quarterback-oriented run game by getting into the backfield. He's got nowhere to go. This play is stopped before it ever gets started, and it's a loss for this offense because of the aggressive nature of this front seven.
Third down, out of the shotgun. It's a short completion to the big tight end. Moves the ball to the 28. Will be first down. A new set of downs after that completion.
Boy, anytime you can convert a 3rd and long, that is a huge plus. And that's a great play call from this offensive coordinator. And then really good execution from the quarterback. You've got to stand in there, find a good option, the right matchup that you want, and then deliver an accurate pass. And he's able to do that for a nice conversion. First down for this offense.
Oh, they trap him for a sack.
Finally, they're able to disrupt this passing game. This quarterback has been in rhythm. This offense has had a really good series. And you've got to do something. You've got to change up the look, change up the launch point, and they're able to get pressure on the quarterback and finally get him down to the ground. And now, at least you've got a better chance to try to get off the field.
Here comes 3rd and long. Giving up that sack has made this a real challenge for the offense. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Incomplete. He was hit as he threw the ball. That's a big 3rd down defensive play. The decision is not to go for it on 4th down. Here comes the field goal team. Made his first attempt, but this one is from 49 yards out. And he's got it from 49 yards out. What a powerful kick.
Well, that's a confidence boost for this team. It's a good quality drive, and you ended in points. I know they would have rather been in the end zone, but again, getting points on the board in this situation, that's solid for them.
Following the field goal, the kickoff team is out there now. Return starts from inside the 5. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. The North Dakota State offense takes the field, ready to get the drive going. The last drive stalled. They were forced to punt it away. Let's see what they can come up with this time. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. They bring him down, but a solid 9-yard gain sets up a 2nd and short. Quarterback operating an empty set. Back to pass. It's Williams. Caught quickly. And they tackle him, but not before he picks up the first. Back-to-back chunk plays to begin the drive. The defense on their heels. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. He has first down yardage at the 46. A running play gives the offense a fresh set of downs.
Well, that's as easy as it gets for an offense, just handing the football off. The offensive line doing some work. They have done a great job today running the football. And here on first down, you move the chains. You just continue to get that ball moving down the field.
Getting set. Here's 2nd down. From the shotgun, drops back looking for an open man. Quarterback takes off now, looking to scramble. He'll avoid the big hit with the slide. It's the 2-minute timeout of what's been a really competitive game so far. Let's see if the offense can take the lead before the break.
It's going to be a really long day for this defense. If they can't corral this quarterback in these scrambles, he's dropping back, nowhere to throw, or he just sees an open lane. Look at this quickness that he's able to use. He gets across the line to gain, moves the chains for a first down.
He's running out of time here. Slides down to avoid the tackle.
A play like that can be so frustrating for a defense because, Chris, it's such a good play by the quarterback. He's able to get what he can get, create a more manageable down and distance, and he gets down and avoids the big hit. As a defense, you would at least love to get a big hit on him outside of the pocket, but they're unable to do so.
He'll hand it off. They stop him, but it's a first down.
You know, Chris, we don't talk about it a lot, but the quarterback's best friend is when he doesn't have to be great to move the chains. Here they're able to hand the football off. The back is able to get across the line to gain, move the chains, create a first down. That's just like a gimme putt in golf for a quarterback. You don't have to think, and you're still moving the ball down the field.
And he's brought down after a short gain. They'll crank up the tempo here with the clock ticking down. Second down.
This secondary is doing a heck of a job. There's really nowhere to throw that ball, but I got to give a lot of credit to this quarterback. Because Chris, he just took what he could get and created a positive play out of something that really wasn't there.
So the offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. Third and long. Looking to pass. It's Williams. Using his legs here. Quarterback gets down to avoid the big hit. And the Volunteers will spend the first of their 3 timeouts here. They have 2 more to work with before halftime.
This is so difficult as a quarterback because in your mind you're getting the first down, but remember, the ball comes back to where you start the slide. As soon as he, quote, gives himself up to go feet first, that's where they're going to spot the ball, and that's why it's 4th down.
He'll be ruled down there, but a 4th down conversion with plenty to spare. First down and goal. Can the defense force a field goal and keep the lead at halftime? And the quarterback drops back looking for an open man. It's a quick grab. Brought down, but the completion moves the ball to the 6. Defense getting pushed back. Offense won't snap it. They'll spend the timeout before the second down. They have 2 more to work with before halftime. 3 red zone trips produce just 2 field goals. They're hungry to punch it in here. They'll try to power it in right up the middle. And he's swallowed up at the line. Could not get past that big defensive tackle. Now the offense will spend the timeout here. Their second. They still have 1 more in their pocket for the rest of the half. So the offense takes the field in the final seconds of the half. Chance for just a couple more plays. They'll look to throw it on 3rd and goal. Touchdown, North Dakota State. They count the drive with 6 points. That's a big moment here in this playoff game to get points before halftime, knowing the other side is going to get the football to begin the 3rd quarter. Joel, exactly what they were looking for.
Chris, that's exactly right. The last thing that they wanted to do is abort a chance for the opposition to double up and get a late score in the 2nd quarter and then get the ball in the 3rd quarter. This is a tremendous drive to be able to stick the ball in the end zone, then go in at halftime and regroup, look at film, and get a real good cohesive plan for this second half. Because here we go. We got 1 half of football left to move on in this playoff.
Now they line up to kick the extra point. And it's up and good. So an important touchdown just before halftime. Not much time for the opposing offense to try to answer before the break. He'll bring it out from his end zone. And the returner will be brought down. So they start the drive here looking to make something happen in the final seconds before halftime. From the shotgun, here's an inside give. He's got the first and still going. Tackled, but only after picking up a fresh set of downs. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update.
Chris, the magnitude of these CFP matchups is always on another level. We are seeing what the coaches mean when they talk about winning all 3 phases. Offense, defense, and here today, special teams. They've almost single-handedly given this team the lead so far.
And they'll kick it away now to get this 3rd quarter underway. And the return starts just inside the end zone. He's tackled at the 17, so it would have been better to leave it in the end zone for a touchback. And Tennessee's offense back out on the field now, trying to get something going early here in the second half and jump on top. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. And that pass ball is incomplete. Second down play coming up. And the running back takes the handoff. He moves the ball across the 20 to the 22. The ball is looking to use the up-tempo offense here. Drops back, needing a 3rd down completion here. This one's going to fall incomplete. Brings up 4th down.
I tell you, you got to play well on 3rd down. That's the money down for a quarterback. To be honest, Chris, I don't really care what a quarterback does on 1st and 2nd. He's got to be great in situations. And one of those situations that I think about is 3rd down. Unable to connect here, and now you got a decision to make on 4th.
And the returner brought down by the coverage team. The North Dakota State offense takes the field, ready to get the drive going. Using the ground game here. Tailback has the handoff. That's a nice tackle there by the senior. Offense getting set up. Here's 2nd down. Back to pass. It's Williams. Pressure is coming. Swarmed by the pass rush. A sack.
It looks to me like this quarterback is really struggling seeing the defense. This is just zone defense, and you can tell he's not very comfortable, and he's sitting in the pocket. He doesn't understand where his eyes should start and where he should go with the football, and because of that, the indecision.
Just standing there, gets hit again. The punt team making their way on the field. He's on to boot it away now. And at 4th down, they'll punt it away here. See if he can make a play on this return. And the returner brought down by that coverage team. And the Volunteers' high-tempo offense is back out on the field. This has been an uphill battle for both offenses. Let's see if they can get it going this time. Starts with a quick pass to the left off the RPO. Stopped right there at the line. No gain. On 2nd and 10, they need a gain here to prevent a 3rd and very long. Wants to throw it. Caught by the receiver. Defense reacts quickly. A very short gain on the play. Offense breaks the huddle and gets set. It's 3rd down. Off the play fake. Looking to throw the football. Fires it to the wideout. Caught over the middle. It's Smith. Tackle made, but a big play all the way to the 48. The ball's with 1st and 10 here.
Well, they're able to get themselves off the hook. They put themselves behind the chains, an obvious passing situation, which you know you want to avoid, but they're able to still move the chains. That's a good job by the quarterback, finding the open man and then delivering an accurate pass on time, and he's able to move the chains and create a 1st down. Well, that is too easy right down the center of that.
He fires this throw and it's intercepted. Brought down after a short return, but the pick sets up his offense. The North Dakota State offense takes the field, ready to get the drive going. Trying to flex the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. They tackle him, but not before he makes the 45. A solid gain. It's a solid run. Gives the offense a 1st down and a new set of downs. Looking for some space. It's Cross. He's got a crease. They get him down, but the junior with an excellent run there. Great start to the drive. Back-to-back explosive plays, and now another first down.
I'm a big fan of this back. You can tell he understands the game. He understands situations. You can see he knows where he needs to get, and he's able to get the line to gain, move the chains for a first down.
Empty backfield. Offense spreading the field with 5 wide. To throw, it's Williams. The pressure's on. Oh, the pass rush gets home. So here comes 3rd and long, trying to overcome that sack. This is going to be really difficult. Drop him back. We're going to throw for the first down. Quick completion to the tight end. It's not enough for a first down. It'll be 4th down and 1. A running play called on 4th down. Bring him down, but not before he converts that 4th down play. They trust the running back to convert on 4th down. Now let's see if they keep feeding him here. On 1st down, they'll keep the running game churning. Minimal gain brought down short of the marker. Game makes it 2nd and medium. Looking to throw here. And that pass is hauled in over the middle. They bring him down to the 13. This offense really threatening now to score. It'll be 1st down. And following the catch, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. A sophomore member of that offensive line. High completion, good for a 1st down. The offense working with a new set of downs here. Here comes a throw from the red zone. Here comes the pressure. Clean toward the end zone. Tackled at the 1-yard line. Couldn't quite get in, but an excellent run.
These are the plays that are really hard to design as an offensive coordinator. You just got to trust the quarterback and his training. He's got his eyes down the field, but when he senses that it's not there, he...
Touchdown, North Dakota State. And they jump on top here in the second half. This quarterback told us whatever it takes today. The season on the line, Joel. It seems like the bigger the game, the more they feature the QB run.
And, Chris, it's such a great strategy because obviously you don't want to expose your quarterback to too many hits during the course of the year. But when the stage and the moment is this large, this is when it's all hands on deck, and you know you're going to get a heavy dose of quarterback run, which they're featuring right here.
And they get set now to try the PAT. PAT puts him in front by 7. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. He's going to try for a return from a couple of yards deep in the end zone. Tackled at the 14. Not very good field position to start here. And Tennessee's high-powered offense is back out on the field. They had some good things going in the last drive, but it ended suddenly with the pick. Let's see what they can do here. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. The Volunteers come to the line in the hurry-up. On the ground, it's Baker. Nowhere to run. They'll corral him for no gain. So a tricky situation here. 3rd and very long inside your own 20. How much of a risk do you take? You know, this defense could be very aggressive at this moment. And he's going to take a shot down the left side. And it's hauled in. What a catch. Finally brought down after an explosive play for this offense. Big game.
Well, I love that execution on 3rd down. It's about moving the chains, and it's about matchups. He goes to his wide receiver, who you clearly know he loves throwing to in big situations, and they're on the same page again for a first down.
What a catch. Heads up off the deflection. And the defense smothers him for no gain. Pass play produces just a yard, so now they come up 2nd and 9.
Well, these tips and overthrows, that's hold your breath time as an offense, and this wide receiver bails him out, goes and gets that ball before a defender can. That is great concentration and really a real bullet dodge for this offense.
To get him down quickly, not much of a gain on that completion. Offense been in reverse here. Now a long convert this third down. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. It's picked off. He tried to fire the ball into a tight window. Breaks into the... He's bringing it back. They'll finally bring him down, but what a play. The takeaway and a huge gain on the return. Oh, it's another mistake from this quarterback as he's trying to get his team back in the game. That's costly, Joel.
So costly. Clearly trying to force it down the field, trying to get all of this back in one throw. But as we know, Chris, comebacks are like puzzles. It's one piece at a time. You can't get it all back with one throw. And if he continues to force it, he'll continue to make these mistakes.
The North Dakota State offense takes the field, ready to get the drive going. And there's the handoff. They stop him after a 6-yard gain, so 2nd and 4. Shotgun formation. Here's an inside give. Good enough for first down yardage. It's a positive sign for this running back. He hasn't really been able to get loose today, but protecting a lead in a postseason game, if you can lean on a guy like this, you feel great.
And, Chris, I didn't think they would be able to build a lead without having success running the football. So the fact that they're in this position is just icing on the cake. Now, if you can get your back going, you can probably close this thing out. He is so good late in the game.
Dropping back, it's Williams. The junior trying to take a shot, but overthrows his man. They're backed up here, trying to make something happen on 3rd and long. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Grab down the middle. It's Cunningham. So on 4th down, they will settle for a field goal attempt. The distance will be from 38 yards out. And that kick right down the middle. Can't hit it any better than that. And that will extend their lead even further.
It's a nice job capping off that drive with points, and that kick was beautiful. Right down the middle. Some serious confidence for this kicker going forward.
They come away with 3 points on the drive, and now the kickoff team will boot it away. And he's going to bring this out from a couple yards deep in the end zone. Tackled at the 14. Not very good field position to start here. And the Volunteers' powerful offense back out in the field. They had it going on the last drive, but it ended abruptly with the interception. Let's see what they can do here. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Looking deep to the right side. And the pass is dropped incomplete. Would have had a huge gain. Took his eye off the ball. Now it's 2nd down here. And he's back to throw again after that incompletion on 1st down. Pass not complete.
Chris, I just get the sense that this quarterback is rushing. He goes through his reads. I think he does that a little quickly. He tries to get to the check down, throw this ball short, and he's unable to connect. He's jumping at the throws. Again, he's got to relax and establish some sort of rhythm.
And he'll drop back here on 3rd down. Looks over the middle, and that's complete. Tackle made, but it moves the ball to the 25 as they try to get this drive going.
Well, we knew these 3rd downs were going to be a big part of this game. That's a good play call right there and good execution to move the sticks. This offense just needs to continue to do that. And this play caller, it seems like he's in a good rhythm right now, in particular on 3rd down.
Takes the handoff again. He's stopped, but he gets a first down. The Volunteers will hustle to the line to run the hurry-up offense. And they lean on the running back to get the first down. He's had a solid game, Joe. To me, even though they're behind on the scoreboard, no reason to panic and get away from the bread and butter.
Chris, I think that's exactly right. You never get bored taking a profit as a play caller. So if they're going to give you that run game, you take it. And then allow it to build to something more successful later. Watch for them to get to some run action pass and maybe play action pass to get it down the field here in the next couple of series.
And the Vols lining up here on 1st and 10.
These wide receiver screens are like extended handoffs for the quarterback. They are so easy to execute, and all you've got to do is throw it on time. The wide receiver does a nice job getting the line to gain, and he ultimately moves the chains for this offense.
They bring him down, but a solid game there on 1st down. Looks to be just inches short of the marker. Quarterback able to flash his speed. That option attack, a big part of the offense and a real challenge for this defense today. Down he goes. It's a sack.
Well, that is not how you drew it up on offense. You've got 2nd and short, likely trying to take a shot down the field. I like the play call. They just have to execute much better. Now this defense has a great chance to get off the field. You've got a normal 3rd down situation, probably an obvious passing situation. Do they try to heat him up here? I would run with the blitz.
Here comes 3rd and long. Giving up that sack has made this a real challenge for the offense. Dropping back, looking to throw for the 1st down. Looking deep downfield to the left. Makes the catch. Can he get in? And he scores. Touchdown, Volunteers.
Right back in this football game. That's a big score here in the 3rd quarter to try to cut into that deficit. And this is a very different feel now with the defense coming on the field. You get a stop, get the ball back for an offense that's created some momentum.
And now the try here for the extra point. PAT up and good to get a little bit closer. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. Return begins inside the 10. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. Here's the first play of the drive now. They begin at the 19. Trying to find room. It's Cross. The gain is 3 yards. Brings up a 2nd down and 7. Empty set now. 5 wide receivers. Scanning the field. It's Williams. Delivers from the pocket, complete over the middle. Taken down, but not before he makes the 1st down. A new set of downs after that completion. They keep him off balance with a run. As the 1st down is still going. They make the tackle, but this running back continues to churn out the yards. What a performance in this playoff game. And at 1st down, they go right back to him. Nothing doing in that play. The big D tackle there for the stop. So it's North Dakota State on top right now. And as we've reached the end of 3, time is running out in this crucial contest for both these programs to stay alive in the quest for a national championship. Let's check out the game summary before we move on. As we head to the 4th, we could be in store for a classic finish. A spot in the next round of the college football playoff is at stake. Offense getting set for a 2nd down here to begin the quarter. Quarterback drops back, probing the secondary. Makes a quick grab. They bring down the receiver, but that's a nice gain on that play. Offense facing 3rd and short, approaching midfield. Can they convert here, or will they face a tough 4th down decision? Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Snags the quick throw. Oh, he's in the clear now. They finally stop him. It's a huge gain down to the 23.
Chris, that was the defense's chance to get off the field. It's third down. You're trailing. Have to get the ball back, and they give up a conversion. That is a back-breaking play for this defense.
From the shotgun, it's a handoff. Defense stops him, but that's a solid gain. The offense now operating in the red zone. The back's got it again. And he'll get their first down yards before they finally bring him down. A running play gives the offense a fresh set of downs. And they'll keep it on the ground. Running back has the handoff. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Coming to the line on second down. This is important. They want to avoid a third and long. Scanning the field. It's Williams. They escaped one tackler. Couldn't escape the rest. They got him for a sack. So here comes third and long, trying to overcome that sack. This is going to be really difficult. Out of the gun now on third down. Bringing pressure. He's looking to scramble. He's got some end zone ahead. No stopping him on that run. Touchdown, North Dakota State. They could not contain the quarterback, and what a boost in the red zone, Joe. But you have a guy who can do that for a score.
I couldn't agree more, Chris. I always talk about in the red zone, the quarterback thinking touchdown, check down. Well, for him, a check down means his legs. And when he gets on the outside, look at the athleticism, taking it all the way in for a touchdown. What a weapon.
Kicking team on now for the extra point. Extra point up and good. A double-digit lead now here in the fourth quarter. Kickoff team out there. They are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. He's going to bring this out a few yards deep in the end zone. Tackle at the 13. Not great field position to start the drive. And Tennessee's offense back out on the field now. The last possession, they really had the passing game clicking. Move right down the field for a touchdown. Finds that big tight end for a short pass. Tackled quickly after the catch. He'll be short of the marker.
All right, it's a good start to this drive, but now you got to start thinking about game situation. You're down multiple possessions here. When do you go ahead and take the field goal? If they get this ball into field goal range and there's a minute 20 left, you might want to think about taking that field goal then trying to get the ball back to go score your touchdown. You know, this is such good defense. Even if he catches this, I don't think he's getting much. It's thrown fairly short. Defense is there, incomplete, seems kind of nondescript.
It's third down. Quarterback in the shotgun. That one is incomplete. The defender was right there, and it brings up fourth down now. And the Volunteers will send their punt team onto the field. Looking to flip the field here. And on fourth down, the punter sends it away. And that sets up a return. Oh, he's got a crease here. Look out. Now they finally stop him, but he found a nice lane in that return. Puts the start of the drive in a good position. The North Dakota State offense takes the field, ready to get the drive going. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. Tackle made after a nice pickup on the play.
That's just a really nice job by the running back and the offensive line. They're persistent in the run game, and it pays off for a first down. To throw, it's Williams. The receiver makes the catch. That's a solid gain. Moves the football inside the 30 and a first down. Back-to-back chunk plays to begin the drive. The defense on their heels.
Now the handoff. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain. What's the play call here on second down for this offense? They snap it. Quarterback looking to throw the ball. It's a screen pass complete to the running back. And he's brought down, but there is a penalty marker out there. Let's check out this call. This defense has had a real hard time stopping this quarterback, and that's a frustration penalty. They roughed him. Quarterback shaking off that hit, but the roughing the passer penalty gives the offense 15 and a first down. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. And they finally bring him down at the 5. Offense really threatening now.
Well, that's exactly what you want to see as an offensive play caller, is your guys up front winning the line of scrimmage here late in this game, fourth quarter, and able to run the football on first down. That's just beautiful stuff up front.
They'll run it from the gun. And it'll be smarter right at the line for no gain. This is crucial. Defense needing a stop on third down, trying to force a field goal. Dropping back, it's Williams. The pass is off target. He got hit as he threw as the third down pressure worked. So on fourth down, it's an all-important field goal attempt. Hold your breath here. The field goal is good, and they add to their lead.
Boy, I thought in that situation they might go for it. Fourth and short in the red zone, but they did talk about points being at a premium in this matchup. And if they got in this situation, they wanted to put points on the board, and they do so here.
So after coming away with 3 in that drive, the kickoff team is out. He's going to bring it out of the end zone from a couple yards deep. And he's tackled at the 21. That's where the drive will start. Holly Rowe has a report now from the sidelines. Holly?
Checking in from the Tennessee sideline, I can see a developing situation with their quarterback and the coaches. Their QB has struggled here today with the turnovers, and there's a lot of conversation. They're showing him those mistakes on the film, trying to get him to see what he's missing. They want to get some confidence built back up in this quarterback, but right now he's shaking his head like, I've got this, I've got this. We'll see if he really does here to take the field. Guys?
All right, thanks, Holly. Good stuff.
Boy, this defense is very good. I've been impressed, Chris, in particular on film, how many times they knock the football away. These defenders are just always in phase, make it very difficult on any offense to complete the ball.
Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. And it's intercepted. He stepped in front of that bullet. He can go. Touchdown, North Dakota State. 6 points for the defense in this playoff game. What a moment.
He's in a position, Chris, where he just has to force the football down the field, and the defense is taking advantage of that. What an incredible performance by this group, all around, offensively, defensively, and now certainly heading for a victory.
Empty backfield now as they go for 2. Looking to pass, it's Williams. And he makes it into the end zone to add 2 more to the lead. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there and booted away. He'll bring it out from his end zone. And he's brought down at the 12. That's poor field position to start the drive. And the Volunteers' high-tempo offense is back out on the field. They have got to bounce back on this possession after going to pick 6 last time out here. The offense with some pre-snap motion. Off the play fake on first down. With the catch, it's Smith. And a nice first down gain there. They get him down, but very close to the first down marker.
That is a good job by this wide receiver and the quarterback recognizing the zone coverage. When you've got a crossing route, you've got to sit down in that window. You see it zone, sit down, give the numbers to your quarterback, and he's able to put the ball on the frame, and they get a nice completion there. This is a great job of recognition from everybody on the offense, but more specifically that wide receiver and quarterback.
So incomplete pass on second down sets up a 3rd and inches. Can he make it to the marker? Eludes a tackle. Tackle made after a solid gain. They'll spot the ball at the 34. The ball is hustled to the line to run the hurry up.
Well, clearly this is a little too late to start establishing the run game. This is what they needed to do in the first quarter. Now they're down by a bunch. It's a multiple possession deficit, and now they start running the football? That's just devastating.
5-yard pickup on first down sets them up at 2nd and 5. A lot of play calling options here. Handoff here from the shotgun. They stop him at the 47, but that's enough for a first down. The Vols look to keep this drive moving. First down. We're going to throw the football. Caught behind the line. It's Baker. Stop for no gain. Excellent tackle. So 2nd and 10. Got to create something here to avoid a 3rd and long. On the run, it's Baker. That's a nice tackle there by the senior. Now we've got a whistle, got a player down on the field. It could be a concern as they move forward in this playoff. They come to the line, a long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. Drops back, looking to throw for it on 3rd down. Fires it to the wideout. Oh, that one's picked off. And that play could end the season for this offense. For the defense, what an enormous play, Joel. So close now to moving on.
This group was confident all week that they were going to make the plays necessary to go out and win this game, and they've been able to do that on the defensive side. And I got to tell you, what a crushing moment for this offense. All of that work, all offseason, all season long, and it comes down to win or go home, and their season is likely over.
Time to check in now with Holly Rowe on the sidelines.
Guys, here on the North Dakota State sideline, you can sense the momentum shift down here on the field. After that turnover, this offense knows they are...
Oh, he's got open space. They make the stop at the 34, but suddenly this offense is in scoring position now. First down. A running play gives the offense a fresh set of downs. On first down, why not keep it on the ground? Gets the first and still running. They make the stop, but the offense is set up in scoring position. First down from the 23. Back-to-back chunk plays to begin the drive. The defense on their heels. From the shotgun, handoff inside. And he's able to find some room before they finally bring him down. Offense now in the all-important red zone. Pounding away with the run game. He'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
This O-line is doing work. Doesn't have to be a big gain in the run game to be successful. Here in a short yardage situation, they're able to just hand it off and let the big fellas up front do work. and they're able to pick up that first down. Good job up front.
He's got space. And he's finally tackled at the 3. Defense getting pushed backwards. Here comes a crucial second down play. Every yard tough to find down here in the red zone. And they'll try to pick it up on the ground. Slams right into a wall. They've got him for a loss.
It is so difficult to run the football in this field position because the field is condensed. All those defenders are up near the line of scrimmage. They're trying to just win the line of scrimmage, get this ball in with the running back, but there's nowhere to go.
Here we go. Third down, close to the goal line. They can still get a first down without scoring. Here comes a handoff. Tackled short of the first down. It's getting 4th and 1.
What a feeling it must be. You get into this playoff scenario and you play this well, in particular on the offensive side. Build a big lead, and now you're starting to look ahead, Chris. This next round of the playoffs, the matchups that could potentially happen. Tell you what, I'm excited for this group.
And he fights in for the score. Touchdown, North Dakota State.
Chris, that's going to be the dagger here. As we've seen year in and year out in these playoff games, these home teams in the first round have been dominant. This one was a mismatch since we found out the matchup.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. The extra point is good, and they stretch the lead a little bit more. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. And the return starts just inside the end zone. And he's tackled at the 21. That's where the drive will start. And Tennessee's high-powered offense is back out on the field. Well, this has been a disappointment. They've had their doors blown off here, just playing for pride at this point. Offense out there to start a new drive from the 21. Takes the handoff. It's Baker. The junior able to bring him down quickly.
A massively disappointing day for this offense. They just couldn't get anything going. And here late in the game, it looks like they're content to just let the clock hit 0.
Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. Grab behind the line. It's Baker. 0 running room. Stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. This team just continues to impress. Back-to-back playoff wins. And now, Joe, I think you can throw the seams out. They're in to the semifinals. They look as good as anybody at this point.
I couldn't agree more. They look better than anybody at this point. They've played well at the line of scrimmage. Their quarterback is playing very well. And I don't want to play this team right now. There seems to be a level of urgency and focus that is very uncommon. And this is a group that clearly understands their objective. They're aiming for a national title.
And that's going to wrap it up. The loser begins a long offseason, and the winner stays alive for the national championship. For Joel Klatt and Holly Rowe, I'm Chris Fowler. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.